Lately, gaslighting has been getting more and more attention. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse wherein false information is presented to make a victim doubt their memory or reality. This type of mental abuse often goes unrecognized, and thus unaddressed by society's standards, which can be incredibly upsetting for those on the receiving end of gaslighting and abuse. It should be noted that gaslighting doesn't always begin right away in a relationship. It usually starts small and gradually grows with time. For example, you might not immediately notice the little things that your partner or counterpart does that makes you feel doubt about yourself, but then, after some time has passed, you have an "oh my gosh, I'm being gaslighted" moment. So here are a few signs of gaslighting to look out for, so you can determine if you are on the receiving end of gaslighting, sooner rather than later. 1. You're constantly second-guessing yourself. Does your partner constantly question your memory, intelligence, or perception? Do they consistently say things like, "I never said that," or "you're crazy"? These are all signs of gaslighting because they make you feel as though you're incapable of taking care of yourself without them, or that you are not really seeing or feeling what you are experiencing. 2. Your significant other has an explosive temper, but only when they get home from work. Often someone who is gaslighting you will appear to be a completely different person at work. Suddenly they're charming and well-adjusted, but as soon as you're in private together, the facade disappears. An especially telling sign is if your partner becomes verbally aggressive, and even violent at home but has no issues with their temper when they're out of the house. 3. You don't understand. Sound familiar? If it's always your partner who speaks for both of you, then they might be gaslighting you because they are trying to keep you from having an opinion or point of view that is different from their own. This makes it impossible for you to think for yourself. 4. You feel like there's something wrong with you. Does your partner always blame you for their problems or unhappiness? If so, your partner may be comparing you to everyone else in the world. They will attack your self-esteem, and press and trigger on insecurities in yourself, to make you feel as though something is wrong with you instead of questioning their own behavior. 5. Your partner's moods change rapidly, but only when it's convenient for them. When someone gaslights you, they'll often use your emotions against you and try to keep you from being happy. The more unhappy they make you feel, the more comfortable they will feel. This is a form of control. Ultimately, both parties push each other away so no one can see past the facade, not even those who love them most. 6. Your partner is the only person you can turn to when you have problems. If you feel that your partner is your only option for getting support, they might be trying to control your social life and relationships with others, so you can depend on them more. When someone relies solely on their gaslighter for love and support, it isn't as easy to see how controlling they are, because they have successfully created a false sense of trust and need. 7. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Are you constantly being told that the problem is with you? Gaslighters always make everything about themselves and their goals, feelings, and ideas, and will change their story endlessly if it means blaming you for something. This keeps the person they are gaslighting from realizing that the gaslighter is actually at fault, and makes them think that they are crazy or doing something wrong. 8. Your partner plays hot and cold. Maybe you've heard the term push-pull before. This means a person who will suddenly get distant, or act aloof even though you're still a couple, or even married. The best word to describe this is the word confusing. It's challenging to keep up with what someone wants when they're constantly alternating between honeymoon periods of attention and lavish gifts, followed by cold treatment where your partner completely ignores you. But don't worry, there's an explanation for all this. Someone who gaslights you will go through cycles, because they're trying to keep you off balance. 9. You are always on edge around your partner. When someone is gaslighting you, an argument can be set off by nothing more than a look or word choice. Do you feel like even the littlest thing might trigger a fight with your partner? And have you ever gotten into an argument where it feels like nothing has happened, but somehow there's still tension in the air? That's because someone who gaslights often doesn't show any empathy for other people's feelings, and expects them to know that they're wrong, without having to say anything. This is just another way of controlling their partner. Gaslighters do not allow their partners to express themselves appropriately, and continuously keeps them on edge to control them. 10. The way your partner treats anyone who disagrees with them is scary. Most people who are gaslighting their partner will suddenly accuse someone of having jealousy issues or being ungrateful to the person doing the gaslighting. This is especially true if you hang out with that person on your own time. They might also threaten you, make hurtful comments about you, or try to turn everyone against you. If this keeps happening, then go before things escalate. When your partner makes it dangerous for you to hang out with other people, they're trying to keep a tight grip on whatever's left of your life because they're not satisfied controlling just part of it. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse in which one partner tries to convince the other that they are unstable, crazy, or delusional. This type of behavior can be hard to spot if you're not looking for it, but many signs of gaslighting may be happening in your relationship, as we have seen in these 10 examples. If you think this might describe your situation, please reach out to someone who cares. A friend, family member, or professional counselor to get help now before things escalate even further. The longer you stay with an abusive partner and put up with their manipulative actions without doing anything about them, the more likely they will continue until something horrible happens. Have you been a victim of a gaslighter? Which signs have you experienced? Share your story with us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Spread the love and send this video to at least 2 friends or your favorite group chat. Sharing is caring after all. Be sure to hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. Remember to be polite to yourself first, so you can be polite to others. Take care of yourself. Until next time.